Good afternoon, students. Chapter 4 deals with People First Language. I don't know if you're aware of that term or not, but it talks about it a lot in Chapter 4. And I have difficulty with this chapter, and I'll tell you why. They use the term normal. And when you think of normal, the opposite of normal is abnormal. So it seems to be kind of like opposite from what People First Language talks about. And it's definitely not a word that we use when we're referring to children with disabilities. We don't say normal. We say typical and atypical. It discusses typical development in young children in this chapter, which is basically where you would start with young children. You have to have an understanding of typical development milestones before you can understand any developmental disabilities. It's important that you read the chapter and review the typical or normal, as the book states, stages of development in physical, social, cognitive, and language development. Your chapter also discusses the concept of People First Language. There are a couple of videos included in Chapter 4 that will give you more understanding of these terms and how People First Language is used, what it is, why it is, and how it's used. Lastly, there is a discussion of children who are gifted. You may not be aware of this, but most school districts do not have funds for special programs for children with disabilities and giftedness. A child with autism may have a gifted quality about them, but it seems to go unnoticed. I know my grandson fits in this category. His memory and how he uses toys is phenomenal. He can hide something. His mother will hunt all over for it, can't find it, finally give up. A couple minutes later, he'll come bringing it out and use it. But it's amazing how he puts different items together when he plays. And they can be set out all over the living room floor. And if she moves just one little thing, he knows it. So, he remembers everything. His creativity in combining everyday items, such as straws, paper clips, anything small, is amazing. Other children may never think to create that way. And it is sad to me that many children with disabilities may not develop their potential and giftedness due to being unidentified due to cultural or educational biases. All right, that's Chapter 4, kind of an overview of it. We'll talk to you later.